Hi, and welcome to this tutorial on how to use our online classes in Google Classroom. In this video, we will talk about how to register for our classes, access to the classes, classroom content including classwork, quizzes and assignments, parent reports, and live sessions. You can use the timestamps in the description box below to skip to any one of the topics you are interested in, or you can view the entire video from the beginning. To register for our online classes, you can visit our website at www.trinidadhomeschooling.com. Here you will find information on online classes in our private tutoring section or upcoming and ongoing workshop and events. You may find a registration form or contact information, costs, and other details about our classes. You can also register by visiting our social media links found at the top right hand of our website. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and this website. After registration and payment has been made, you will be sent an invitation to the classroom via email. You must have a Gmail account in order to access the classes. Log in to your Google account, check your email, and click Join to be redirected to the classroom. In the classroom, on the left-hand side, you will see the name of your course and all the topics within this course. However, you will only have access to the courses or topics that you are registered for. If you are registered for a topic but do not see the lessons within the topic, it means that they will be released to you only when you have finished a prerequisite course or courses that you need to complete before you can move on to that topic. For example, when Lesson 1 and all the activities have been finished, then the student will be able to see Lesson 2 and all the activities. You can move on to another lesson or another topic when all your activities have been completed with a pass rate of 90%. Even though there are more than one student in the class, not all students have access to the same topics or same activities. For example, this student here has no access to and cannot see Lesson 1 Activity 1. This student here has access to Lesson 1 Activity 1 but cannot see the lesson notes or videos. At the start of all the classrooms, you will see teacher and course information. Here you will learn about the teacher for this course and the teacher's contact information should you need to contact the teacher for any technical difficulties or any questions or concerns that you may have. In each major topic, you will see a description of all the objectives we will cover in the lessons for this topic. You will also see tools that you will need for this class if necessary. You will also see the lesson, notes to download and print, and a video for the lesson. You must have your lesson notes printed and ready before viewing the video. Some courses will require you to gather material that will be needed to create small models or to conduct safe experiments to demonstrate a process learnt. Now let's take a look at what our assignments, quizzes, and activities look like. In your topic, you will see activities or assignments or quizzes. If you have completed an assignment or an activity already, it will be grayed out like this. You will see that the topic was graded on the right-hand side. If you try to redo the activity, you will get a notification that you've already responded. You will still be able to see your score and see previous responses from other students. Let's take a look at the type of questions within a quiz, assignment, or an activity. All quizzes or assignments require you to enter your email address. It also requires that you enter your name. Please use your full name. So the first type of question that could be in a quiz or an assignment are multiple choices. Here you will only be able to click one answer. If you click this answer to this question, please join my science classes. Another type of question that could be in the quiz are options where you are able to check more than one answer. If there are more than one sections in the quiz, you will see this button, Next. You will only be able to click Next if you have completed all questions on the first page. Another type of question is a drop-down box where you will be able to choose one of the answers. Another type of question will ask you to upload your drawing, your essay, or any other document or video that is required. Here you will be able to click Add File and drag files stored on your computer, your tablet, or your mobile device. You will be able to search as well on your device and add the files to your quiz. Here I will choose an item from my Google Drive. Click Select, and here you will see it's attached to the question. The questions can also be in this form, where you are required to put one response per row. At the end of your quiz or assignment, if you would like to go back to change any answers in the previous section, you can go back. Or, if you are finished, click Submit. Once you submit your quiz, you will see these options to view your score, see previous responses, or open the assignment. When you open the assignment, you will see that your work has been turned in. If you click on the quiz again, you will see that you've already responded. If you click View your score, here you will see your total points at the top. For questions that require you to upload your answer, you will not see a mark. These questions will be corrected by your teacher at a later date, and then your total marks will be recalculated and sent back to you via email. If you would like an overview of all the work that you need to submit, at the top you will see View Your Work. In here, you will see a list of all the activities that you need to do, which ones you've already done, and your score so far. When a child has completed an activity, quiz, or assignment, the parents will be sent a copy via email of the child's grades and their submitted solutions. Parents will also get notification of any outstanding activities or any activities that need to be redone. All our classes are pre-recorded. For live sessions, students have the option to send a request to their teacher for a live session. The teacher will then have the option to contact via video or voice call from their classroom to each student or to a group of students. In the live video, the teacher will have the option to share his or her screen with the student. That way, the teacher can demonstrate or explain any further work that the student may need. I hope this tutorial gave you a better idea of what our online classes and our procedures are. Again, if you would like to register for our classes, please inbox any one of the social media links in the description box below.